and it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is today.
I'm sorry.
You know, Whoopi Goldberg could have actually had a good comeback for Alyssa, but instead, Whoopi Goldberg took us so far that now, you know, Whoopi Goldberg sounds ridiculous, and it almost makes Alyssa sound like Alyssa is telling the truth. Both of them are wrong, because it is not a policy in both countries to hurt people in that community, okay? Full stop. But there's more to this ridiculous conversation. And this is why I can't stand the Hens on the View. They have a huge platform. They have a huge, you know, they could have a huge discussion about what's really going on and how close we are to war. But instead, Alyssa Farah and Whoopi Goldberg are going to clash over racial things that make no sense. Whoopi Goldberg and Alyssa Farah are going to cause chaos, because you can hear the clapping for chaos that's happening. And Alyssa Farah and Whoopi Goldberg aren't going to get anything done on The View, because Alyssa Farah and Whoopi Goldberg continue to cackle like hens and basically dismantle each other with foolishness on The View. It's like, who can be more foolish than the other? You know? That's what I'm saying. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get into this clip.
They used to just keep hanging black people. So
it is not even the same.
I can't even get past the next second of, and by the way, guys, I'm using the Twitter because I just do not feel like the editing that has to take place because of The View, seriously, and this is the segment that's needed. Actually, by the way, please don't forget the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you to every eye that lands on these videos. Now, then she says that they're hanging black people. Like, bro, when are we going to stop with these kind of, you know, statements? It's just getting to be a bit much.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally
to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is today in 2025 is nothing compared to the United States.
Hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step during this.
Wait. That's not what you mean to say. It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
Listen, I'm sorry.
I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
That is actually a lie again. You know, it just, Alyssa's lying. Like, I can pull up clips of this place. I'm not going to say the place, but I feel like, you know, it's going to get suppressed. Like, we have to stop with these lies. There is a bit of a modesty thing. I don't think that the outfits can be so revealing. But that's their business, right? You can have your hair out. We need to stop this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to find some clips because this is just ridiculous. It has to stop. Both of them are ridiculous. So what? We're going to go to war to let girls wear their hair out?
I'm telling you,
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes, it is up to them. And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good. Whoever does it, it's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go to Toronto.
Oh my gosh, being black for Whoopi Goldberg must be the most, she must hate it. She has to hate it every morning because in Whoopi Goldberg's mind, Whoopi Goldberg has to, like, Whoopi Goldberg's black, right? So everybody's trying to end Whoopi Goldberg. So I bet when Whoopi Goldberg wakes up, Whoopi has to hurry up and get ready, and now it's time to go outside to get to work. Whoopi probably has to dart in that car because if people see Whoopi's black skin, all of a sudden there's going to be targets on Whoopi, right? You know, like how there's targets on Palestinians and there's targets on, you know, other, right. So that's the life Whoopi lives in. Then Whoopi has to dart into the View, on the set of The View, because if Whoopi doesn't dart into the set of The View, then there's going to be targets on Whoopi, you know, that way, you know, as far as, because of Whoopi's skin color. It is a Riri position to take. Absolute Riri.
Do not anyone at this table
Listen,
should get to
let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not
women,
what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot property. They cannot leave
States.
How racist? The Iranian women aren't educated? This is why we're getting thrusted into this war. Oh my gosh, y'all. Are you serious? Like, look at this. This is just entitlement at its glory. To come off and say they're not doing well, that they're not educated. How disgusting. How absolutely disgusting. By the way, Whoopi act like she live in Palestine. Like she's in Gaza. We're not in Gaza. Black people, you are not in Gaza. Stop.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent.
Good.
But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country, and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe. They can't go out of their house. The women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Let me try something. It's like try to reverse roles with a black person in this country, let's say, because I think that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Just try to understand from their point of view. From that point of view, this country does not do them well. Does not go to them.
I completely acknowledge that.
But these are two different things. Well, first of all, this girl, she's lying about a lot of stuff. I don't know about their elections. I don't care to know. We don't have those either, by the way, free and fair elections. Like, if you think that we do, you're out of your mind. But what is happening on this? Yo, man, this is almost making me be embarrassed to be black, like, for real. But I would never be embarrassed to be black because, like, I love my heritage. I love everything about me in the name of the Lord. So I would never be embarrassed about that. But however, this performance is disgusting. This is trifling. Now, I'm not going to do the whole just as bad as people living in Iran because, again, I can show you Iran. I don't know about the as bad. I don't know their life over there, but what I know is right now, they don't want a war. And I don't want anybody going and dying in the Middle East as usual. But Whoopi Goldberg and Alyssa Farah, both of them. I mean, it's like Whoopi and Alyssa are competing on The View to see who could be the most delusional. And then here comes Joy Behar on The View, being just as delusional.
And we shouldn't compare atrocities.
If you're talking about Iran, of course, is doing worse things. But relatively speaking, it feels bad.
Okay, but I think you know that Iran is significantly
I guess we're going to come back and talk. We're going to come back and talk more about this.
And I know what happened.
How disgusting. By the way, Alyssa Farah they said that Alyssa Farah apparently is Iranian, like an Iranian American. Probably like one of those monarchists or something who wants to see Reza Pahlavi come into power. I don't even know who is the worst in this discussion, though. I think Whoopi, though, because of the entitlement, says like, oh no, we're just bad off, you know. It's just really ridiculous.